Placed of this three-piece romantic returns daylily. Let's break it apart. Romance, yeah, the color you see on your screen, this beautiful rich pink. The returning, spring through fall, blooms, an everlasting, ever-blooming perennial that you can put in containers, borders, you name it. That's why we have this one here, Katie Dubrow, to give us all the information that we need.
Good to see you. Katie, how are you?
Great, so good to see you too.
Good
Cottage Farms, tell us all about it.
Yes, so Cottage Farms has been bringing you great plants here on QVC for 19 years. Plants like these romantic returns daylilies that are the best daylily. If you've grown daylilies before, you know that they are beautiful flowers. But as you said, the romance of this pink color. You might know the yellow or the orange daylilies. Those are very traditional daylilies. They bloom only in the spring. There are also reblooming daylilies that they'll come back again another time, but we call these ever bloomers, which means they will come back as you said, from spring all the way through fall. So these are going to be the powerhouse in your garden. I love to plant these near my daffodils.
Oh, I like that.
You have daffodils that are coming up soon. I mean, I can't believe it's going to be March so soon.
I know.
So your daffodils will be coming up and then they fade. So they only bloom for March. You plant your daylilies there, your irises, they really bloom mostly just in June. So your irises will come and go. You have your daylilies there planted amongst those other flowers. They will be constantly giving you that color that we so want in our garden.
And we're shipping it to you for free, which is wonderful. You don't have to go out to the store and find a three-piece collection. Not that you could ever find something like this at retail. Cottage Farms curates really special things because these are the pros, and it's not only on free shipping, but 3 easy payments of $8.12, which we're doubling using that Q card on a special low price of under $25. So 3 of them breaks down to about $8 each. If I'm using Easy Pay, Katie, you've written books on this. I mean, you're an author in the garden world, and when it comes to creating a look. So what would you say, like how many collections of a three-piece should I get? Like so 2 or 3?
Yeah, daylilies, when you're thinking of size about where you want to put these will get to be about 2 feet tall and 2 feet wide.
Okay.
And I do like spacing them about that 2 feet distance apart. That way this thick foliage will block out the weeds, because we all know we love to be outside, we love to enjoy our gardens, but who likes to weed? So daylilies also, if you are a beginner gardener and you're thinking, you're sitting here, I've never ordered plants on TV before. Also, I hear from so many people, I have a black thumb.
Yeah.
Well, daylilies are the plant for people who have black thumbs.
Well, see, this is really good to hear
yes.
because I inherited a beautiful garden from the previous owners. And my neighbor popped over the fence the other day and she's like, do you think you can do this? And I'm like, no, I'm so terrified.
I am sure I can't.
And she was so sweet. She's like, well, I'll pop over and help you, but let me just give you some tips. And yeah, if you're one that just wants something low maintenance and drought tolerant or heat tolerant for like really everyone across the country.
Everyone across the country, any soil condition. I know what scares a lot of people about that is, I don't know what kind of soil I have. I don't know how often I have to water them. Do I plant them in sun or shade? That's the great thing about daylilies. They will take anything you give them and keep on coming.
Do you know where my mother-in-law put her daylilies that she bought last year? Was right around the base of her trees.
Yes.
To give it the color, because when you drive up to her driveway, there isn't room for a lot of color.
Right.
But she has normally like mulch right there, which kind of looks, you know, it's fine, we use it. But to be able to mix this in, you can do that.
And then you don't have to weed your mulch.
Yes.
And it's hard to plant under trees because their roots compete with a lot of the water and the needs of the plant, so it's hard to get something that works there. Daylilies work there. You know where I plant mine? Near my driveway. They get hit with stones. I don't have a paved driveway. They get hit with stones. They get runoff from the driveway that runs off onto them, the water. Nope, they will keep performing for you. So that's why I really do say that anybody who has never gardened before, you start with daylilies.
And we're going to show you how to plant here in just a second, but before we walk over and do that, let me show you the zone map. So my mama in Minnesota, my mother-in-law down in Texas, and all of us in between, East Coast, West Coast, you name it, we're shipping this to you for free at the most perfect point of when you'll want to plant. So what do all these colors mean,
That's
Katie?
right. So you take a look at the area where you live and you match the color with the dates below, and that's when these daylilies will ship out to you. It's based on your zone. We just want to make sure that when we are shipping these plants, they're not, you know, these are living plants. We don't want to have them be harmed in the process.
And you have a guarantee and a warranty backing you as well.
Warranty.
1 year, which is
a whole
awesome.
year
so
for
if you're
these.
like, where are they? you can definitely call and ask to get a replacement. But we're going to show you how exactly you want to place these in the garden. When you get them home, they're shipping to us, Katie, like this?
Yes, so these are bare root, and they are very, very strong and healthy. One of the great things about daylilies is that you will be making more plants. And so this will double and triple in size year after year. So you're buying 3, in not this season, but next season you can divide them so you can make 6.
So awesome.
The year after that, you get 12. So you get just more and more and more plants. So that's the beautiful thing. So they're super easy to plant though. We like to say, as we said, we're creating green thumb gardeners. So you just take this piece here that's sticking up, the green piece, and you do not want to cover that up. So you simply take your bigger digger. This is a nice, potting soil we have here, but daylilies will take any conditions. And you just make sure that all of those roots are covered up. And you keep that green thumb sticking up. But again, with daylilies, honestly, if you plant them upside down, they will grow.
Perfect.
But we want to teach you the best way to do it. So
now,
keep that green thumb sticking up.
The best nutrition.
Yes. So
what do we got here?
So even because the green part is already sticking up, you can start fertilizing it right away. Yeah. And I would say start fertilize every 2 weeks. You just take one of these little pods of our bud and flower booster, you put it in your watering can, and you water it in. Especially when you just plant it, you do want to water it that day.
And this is Roxanne's.
It is.
This
The collapsible watering can.
A collapsible watering can. Hello, 2020.
Yes.
Can we talk about the colors that we're getting in the 3-piece?
So that's what's so great about these daylilies is you have seen, as we, the oranges and the yellows are pretty much the most common and quintessential. People grow daylilies everywhere. They grow them in median strips, in mall parking lots, because they really can take it all. But these colors are what is so unique. When we saw the beautiful, look at that pink. I mean, it's almost like my birthstone is a ruby.
Wait, mine too.
Really?
Wait,
July 8th.
Well, I'm the 14th.
Wow.
Well, let's celebrate
there you
this year.
go. So doesn't this kind of almost remind you of a ruby tone? Some of the rubies are a little bit pinker. It's got such a jewel tone. It's so beautiful. And it's almost, it looks like it's so good to eat. You can actually eat these, which we'll talk about that another time, but they are so fun to decorate cakes and cupcakes
Showers, and even I'll do ice cubes and put the petals in and then put it in a punch bowl.
How fun.
Salads, put it as a little pop on the Easter table. So pretty. Okay, love these for you. 3 pieces, it breaks down to about $8 each because you have a special low price, that free shipping, and that easy pay, and a warranty. So let's talk about that here in just a moment. Cottage Farms Direct. If you're not happy, we're not happy. They're not happy. So if you are picking up perennials like you are seeing there in this case, the daylilies, 1-year warranty. And then those annuals are for 90 days. So if you want to learn more about that, you can email help@Cottage Farms. Okay, there's another look at those for you. Thank you so much, Katie, for being you. July, baby. Are we technically both Cancers then? Is that what that is? Yeah. All right. We're